Okay, so if you've been following Polish politics at all, then today, was it today or yesterday? I think today, Polish politician Łukasz Litewka from the leftist party was run over by a car while he was cycling. I find it pretty funny, to be honest. And this is not a, oh my god, he was so cool, we lost a great man video. This is more of a, I think he was a piece of shit, and just because he died doesn't change anything. So, long story short, I think this is something that we do in Poland a lot and in general in the West. So, the instant something bad happens to somebody that's a pretty nasty fucking person, we surround them with pity. Oh my god. Oh, well, that's another thing. That's what the right wing does. That's what normal people do. Um, when this same thing happened to Charlie Kirk, there was millions of people who were celebrating his death. But that's not the point. The point is that I want to make is this guy was a piece of shit, and just because he died doesn't change anything. So this guy became famous when he ran in 2023, and I noticed him because he had this cringe fucking poster with a dog. This is as fucking virtue signaling as it gets, if you ask me. Now, to be honest, it's the first time I noticed that this is about dog adoption. So this actually says adopt me, and here's a phone number to adopt a dog. And apparently there's different dogs, which I actually, okay, this is pretty cool. I didn't know about that. I take everything back about this poster, but it's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, this is pretty cool. My problem still is that this guy basically farmed people that we call Julkas in Poland. Julka is a girl, usually from a bigger city, so more than 500,000. That's basically virtue signaling and fucking farming points by supporting Palestine, the gay movement, immigrants, etc. So mentally ill people. This guy became famous because he got more points than Włodzimierz Spermiasty. Spermiasty, not czarzasty. That's how we pronounce this, actually. Spermasty, sperma. This guy was in the Communist Party, and now he's in the gay leftist party, and he's pretending that he loves homosexuals, while in '84 he voted for hanging them. But I'm sure he changed his mind, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, that guy was the leader of the list, and this doggy guy got more votes than he did. This guy came to my attention in 2023 when he said that I'm against abortion only because in Poland we don't have abortion, by the way, which is one of the few actually good fucking things that this shitty country has. Only in certain instances, for example, when women's life is in danger, then then I'll support abortion. Which is for a guy from a leftist party, those are big fucking words. I don't intend to change my ideas, and this is where it gets interesting. So this is kind of something that we also do with fucking niggers, right? So anytime there is a nigger in Poland that doesn't rape everything that moves and doesn't shit on the street, Polish people are like, wow, he's integrating. Oh my God, you're basically Polish. Oh, that's so cool. That's great. I love it. And the nigger guy is going to be fucking mumbling something in Polish that you can barely understand. Maybe he's going to take a flag up and he's going to go to a fucking national rally or something on the 11th of 11th. And people instantly fucking forget why we don't want them here. Maybe some people are dumb enough to not want niggers in Poland because most of them behave bad. Shocker. But that is not the real reason why they shouldn't be here. They shouldn't be here because they don't fucking belong here. Eh? How's that sound? They shouldn't be here because it doesn't matter if they're legal or not. They're changing the fucking country. They're changing the demographics of the country. Like, literally, it's not a problem because they're illegal, right? So an illegal migrant is taking my job, my girl, and the food that I want to eat, and the space in the fucking education system and in the healthcare system. An illegal migrant does exactly the same shit, except he's got a piece of paper. Okay, I guess that's okay then. Anyway, and this is kind of the same fucking thing that these Polish retards are doing. So everyone in Polish politics is instantly fucking farming virtue points by crying out loud, what a great man we've lost. And on some personal level, I saw an interview with this guy, and he sounded like a okay guy. I mean, to be honest, he sounded like a fucking faggot. Okay, he sounded like a fucking faggot. I mean, one of the things he said, where was it? This is for the voting. One of the things he said was that to him, the most important thing about abortion is that women decide and men shut up. So, you know, that's pretty fucking hilarious, if you ask me. That's pretty rich. Maybe women should shut the fuck up when it comes to alimony then, or something like that. Anyway, he said, I believe in God, and I don't intend to change my views on that, and I'm not gonna apologize. I'm not gonna support abortion because I believe in God and I'm Christian. And instantly everybody was fucking, oh my God, he's based, wow. And then he goes, I'm just gonna say that I will say, because this is the thing, when you do the oath in Poland as a parliament member, most normal people say "Tak mi dopomóż Bóg," so help me God. And of course the leftist retards have to make a statement, so they don't say that. Because the parliament should be against without religion, which of course doesn't stop them from attending the Hanukkah in the parliament that takes place like literally half a year later. But that doesn't matter. I'm sure Hanukkah is not a religious sacrament or anything. So this guy goes on about I believe in God and blah 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 and everything, and then he's like, postscriptum, chill out, haters. I still support the government without church. Just because I'm Christian doesn't mean I want the church to rule the country. And I swear to fucking God, everybody was like, wow, he's so based. Oh my God. Which, to be honest, it pisses me the fuck off. And then there was a vote in 2024 in the summer. And this was interesting to me because this was the vote. If you follow Polish politics, we had a pretty big fight about abortion because, of course, modern women find nothing more interesting than being able to kill children. I guess that's the times we live in. And this was a really close vote. This is Szymon Chujownia, which means Szymon Dick. It's not really, or maybe cock or something like that. I personally call him a dipshit, a retard. And this was a pretty close vote because his party had about 10%, 15% maybe in the election, and it was unclear how they're going to vote because this guy is never going to fucking tell you what he thinks. He's just a fucking idiot that's going to do or say whatever's going to get him the most votes. Anyway, there was this vote that was super close. So 215 parliament members were for it, 218 were against, 35 withheld. So literally a three people lead. Actually, a one and a half would suffice to push over abortion. So this was, if you're for this, you were for abortion. And it was curious to me who's gonna vote. So PiS, of course, this is the only issue where they're an actually right-wing party. So PiS was against the Conservative Party because calling PiS right-wing is like calling your dead grandmother a fantastic alive woman. KO, Tusk, of course, for. Everybody there wants to kill children. Giertych wasn't there. Okay, that's pretty funny because this guy founded the conservative movement and Tusk took him in 2023 to get votes from conservatives. And actually, Tusk was claiming that Giertych changed his mind on abortion, and Giertych was like, sure. And then he didn't show up. So that's pretty funny. Szymon Dick voted for, of course. And now we move to the other part of Szymon Dick's party, and most of them were against, which is actually surprising that any of them were for it. But this is PSL. It's one of those parties that are going to fucking sell their own mother just to get a job in the government. So there's literally nothing they wouldn't vote for. It's amazing to me anybody votes for them. These guys are voting for the Green Deal, and they're supposed to be representing the Farmers' Party. Farmers who vote for this shit are literally the dumbest people in the country, and that's a pretty high bar. And Lewica, so the leftist party. And we go down here, and what do you see? Łukasz Litweka voted for abortion. Wow. And you go on to another vote on April 12, 2024, Lewica, Łukasz Litweka voting against criminalizing abortion. Wow, who could have guessed? The Christian guy, the defender of Christian values, was a piece of shit. Wow, not so based after all. So long story short, this guy got run over by a car. Doesn't change a thing. You were a piece of shit when you were alive. You're a piece of shit now that you're dead. Rest in piss. You won't be missed.